Simple place to start. How are you and how's the week been? Because the performance was good at the weekend, and I imagine hopefully that's filtered through to training.
Yeah, do you know, since I've been here, I've never had one problem to pick them up. Because there's been games we should have won. I mean, we've been real unfortunate against Brighton. We missed a penalty. Jack had the mistake at Leicester that made have got us 6 points right away. Charlie got sent off against Everton. We were well in the game. And last Sunday I thought we were excellent. And the penalty decision certainly went against us. So I'm not sitting here really downbeat or downhearted that we haven't played well. We have. We just haven't had what I think teams always need, managers needing players needs a little bit of lady luck. If we get that, then it'll be a different game.
I think someone asked you after the Arsenal game whether you were confident about staying up. I think you said 100% confident. Yeah. You can see it in your eyes. So have you got that in amongst your players as well? Because I think if you were playing, I think most of the people in the room would be convinced.
Yeah, no, I do. I really do. I think the lads know themselves they're playing really well. I think that's important. For me, that's important that they have the belief that we're going to do it. And we're in with the fight with a numerous number of teams there that's at the same position ourselves. And we need everybody to stand up and put the shoulder at the wheel, really. If we do that, then we've got a great chance.
Is the part of you, and it's only humour, would have thought, I wish I'd had a bit more time at this, I wish I got the job earlier? You've got to just work with what you were presented with?
Yeah, I think you always do, you know. I think, I came in here with 15 games to go, which is not a long time, and I know some managers probably don't touch jobs during the season. You can understand why, but it was an opportunity for me. I knew it wasn't first choice, I knew that. As I said before, whether I was 50 or 5th, it didn't really matter. It's a brilliant club to be at, and I love it here, I really do. I think it's great, it's got a terrific fan base behind it. We just need a little bit of luck to get us through this period.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, are you the sort of person that says the players have got to lift the crowd or the other way around? Because the crowd's never been a problem here, has it?
No, I think it's a bit of both. I think we have to give them something. I don't think you can expect a crowd just to turn up and say, okay, we'll get yous going. I think that becomes too easy for a football. I think you have to get them going. And since I've been here, the fans have been great. Can't ask any more of them. Last weekend they were outstanding down at Arsenal, and I'm sure they'll come on Saturday and get right behind us again. The
way football works, us in the media kind of look at those 6 games and think they're going to get this from that and that from that. Do you as a management team look at that as well? Or?
No, I just go and try and win the next game, because I think any game you can win, James. I think over the course of the whole season, you're never going to get to Manchester City's level and things like that, because they're consistently always on the button. Whereas I think any given game you can win, and Saturday's no different. We can win the game. I know I'm up against a really good side who's playing ever so well and got really top players on their side. They've got a great manager behind them, but it's a game we can win.
Do you see different things though from your players here than you do on their travels? I mean, you know, the sort of record would kind of suggest that with the 5 wins at home and I think 1 win on the travels, you know.
Yeah, no, you can definitely see everything that's going on. And I said before that if you play against a team that's in the top 6, everybody assumes that the top 6 team are going to win a game. As I said before, I think any game you can win. We just have to believe that we can go and get the result. And
in terms of your messages to your players, do you say things like you're playing to be in the Premier League next season, or do they kind of know that anyway?
There's a bit of both. A little bit of both. I think they have to have the realise of what's at stake as well, but they also know there's a great chance for them to stay in the league. It's not as if we're cut adrift and we're not playing well. Far from it. We're in this situation with a fight, and I'd rather be in the fight than be cut adrift. That's for sure.
And when you look at the level of performance against Arsenal, your team's not intimidated by these sort of. I mean, with Spurs coming, there's an element that says in the back of mind that these are a great team, but clearly Arsenal was kind of evidence that your players aren't thinking like that.
No, and even against Manchester City, we had a reasonable game against them. We never get really cut open and get too downbeat. But I saw Manchester City play numerous times and they've just run over the top of teams, but we never really get downbeat after the game. We bounced back and went again with it. So an Arsenal game showed me that we can handle big occasions. So that was never a problem.
In terms of sort of injuries and knocks and bruises, anyone sort of out or in?
Zuma trained this morning. We'll see how he feels. Juve, I need to see how he actually got a kick last weekend. So they're the 2 kind of main ones that we'll have a look at.
And you mentioned Man City being kind of spot on most of the season. They weren't last night. Was that a shock to you as a manager, getting your Stoke City boss, but as someone who's been in football and has won a European Cup?
Yeah. Well, I went to the game to see it, and I don't think the tie's over. That's the back of my mind. I know 3-0's a good lead, but I think the way the game is and the way Manchester City play, they're more than capable of turning it around. What they need to probably do is watch the back door. Really, Liverpool score, which they can do, then it makes it hard. But I don't think that ties finished yet. And I think you're going to know that myself. I thought Liverpool were excellent last night. I thought the atmosphere was great, and they played a really good match, Liverpool. But Manchester City, I still think they're a really top side.
I should ask you about Ray Wilkins. I think you've done some work with him.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know him through football anyway. I mean,
really
sad. A big
sad.
loss.
Yeah, really sad. I think I've done a few things with him here and abroad, and I think as a man he was immaculate. I think the way he spoke about football was great. It's one of the ones I think when he spoke, a lot of people listened because it was sensible. He never, the thing I liked about it, he never criticised really as such, because he probably knew how hard the game was. He never went over the top the way you hear it some quarters now. I think he looked at it from a logical perspective for how he speak about the game. But his company was great, really. So he was an impeccable man, really was, really nice man. But what a footballer he was absolutely fantastic.
Just that word perspective, I'm wondering if when you've had the perspective you've had and played at the level you've had and like he had, is that the important thing to retain perspective when people like us are trying to make life difficult perhaps sometimes?
Well, I think, as I said before, I think he spoke sense on the game, and even when he spoke on the television, even in his company, he was really knowledgeable and came across great. And he's one of the ones you'd always listen to, and sometimes I turn the telly off when I see some people speaking. So, but people like him I would always watch it and see what he had to say. But as a footballer, he was fabulous. And I think I remember when he played, people used to say he used to pass the ball sideways. He never ever gave it away. Never ever saw him misplacing a pass. And you look at the modern day game, some people should actually try it. It's a good art not to give it away, because he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant he was.
Final point from me, football's all about big business. This weekend, your shirt sleeves are going to be to the, as you see behind you. I mean, I think Clive Clark, the former captain here, had heart problems, and clearly you've only been here a short time, but this is a club kind of rooted in the community, isn't it?
I think the community of the club is huge. I really do, James. I think it's a great gesture. I really do. I think 12 people a week are dying under 35 years of age. Is incredible. What's that? I think the whole community in Stoke City Football Club it's great, and I think the fan base shows you that, how much the football clubs means, but also vice versa. I think it's a great gesture.
Have you been surprised how at home you feel after such a short time? Because you do look so you feel at home here.
I love it. I really do. I love the way the club is, the way the foundation of it is. Okay, we're in a situation in the minute where nobody wants to be in, but I think the actual club is very stable. I think it's really good from that point of view. It's got a great fan base behind it, which I think is really important. If we can just get through this little period, then it could really take off.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Well, you took Mandzukic off after the Arsenal game. Is he still struggling with his shoulder?
No, it wasn't his shoulder. It was a calf injury. He got. That's why I took him off, and he's still struggling with it at the minute. I need to wait and see how he is tomorrow.
But if Zuma is fit, you've got a difficult decision who's going to be playing at the back.
No, it's not difficult. I know who's going to play already. So the important thing is Kurt's back training, and I know he's missed a couple of weeks, but he's back training. And the lads at the back on Saturday were excellent as well. So I'll have a look and see how he is tomorrow.
Is Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting fit or not?
No, he's not. He's still struggling. Chopo's still struggling with his groin at the minute. So yeah, one or two big ones are still missing.
You got your boots?
No, they're well and truly tucked away. They're away. All right, thanks.
Nice to see you as well.
Thanks.